Is it not hard for democracy to collapse? All you have to do is nothing.
As realistic as this video looks, you'll be surprised to know that it is part of a deepfake AI technology that can not only make the North Korean leader look real, but also US President Barack Obama and
moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
And legendary actor Tom Cruise.
Movement. It's important to learn, and
But with rising excitement about this technology, it can also be used as a powerful tool to spread fake news. A piece of misleading news so strong can kill millions of people in seconds. And if you're wondering the level of serious destruction fake news can do, here are the top 5 worst fake news of all time. Number 1. Jews Massacre. Year 1475. Location: Trent City, Italy. A charming Christian boy named Sinomini suddenly disappeared without any trace. As tensions about finding the kid was rising in the city, deadly fake news against the Jewish community also emerged in the background. The fake news said that the Jews had intentionally killed Simon to use his blood for religious purposes, and they are now targeting every Christian child. Although this news does sound unacceptable, what followed became one of the most painful moments in history. Because this misinformation became so believable for the Christian community that not only was every Jewish member arrested, but also 15 of them were burned alive. And by the time the Pope Sixtus IV attempted to end this misinformation, the situation already went out of control. Number 2. German corpse factory. After the beginning of the First World War, Britain was looking for powerful countries to join them in the battle. One of those countries was China. However, China was in the midst of deciding whether it should join Britain or its enemy Germany. And before they could make their decision, Britain took advantage of the fake news to convince China. Surprisingly, they used famous newspapers like The Times and the Daily Mail to spread misinformation about the Germans. One such news that was spreading like fire was the German corpse factory. It was said that the Germans were extracting fat from their dead soldiers to make candles, lubricants, boot dubbing, and even soap. Now, the most astonishing part. Despite it being proved as misleading information, it indirectly acted as a defense mechanism for the actual massacre caused by Germans. You see, during the Second World War, Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, committed genocide against 6 million Jews. But when Joseph Goebbels, one of the founders of the Nazi Party, was asked about this genocide, he simply tagged it as another attempt by the British to spread misinformation against them. Number 3. Strange creatures on the moon. On the 27th of August, 1835, a New York-based newspaper company, The Sun, published an article that went viral in the entire United States. The article said that a well-known astronomer, Sir John Herschel, had discovered strange life forms on the moon. To be more specific, it talked about flying humans with bat wings, a bear with horns, and unicorns who had a strange way of walking on 2 legs. Moreover, they even shared this painting to express how exactly the astronomer witnessed them. Soon, The Sun attracted millions of new subscribers to stay updated with the series of articles that shared this information. Astonishingly, a month later, The Sun received little criticism after it declared that the entire series was meant to entertain readers and not to mislead them. But this shows how trusted media could play with the mind of readers for their own profit. Number 4. Alien attack. The fear of an alien attack has always surrounded our minds, but on the 30th of October 1938, that fear actually came alive. You see, on that day, the producers of the New York-based CBS network decided to express the imagination of a famous novel in the real world. That novel was War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells, published in 1898. However, what happened after? The producers were not prepared to respond. While broadcasting, the story of the novel began with breaking news announcements on the radio about an alien invasion. Soon, a movie-like interruption to regular programming occurred, in which the host said that a well-known professor had just witnessed a series of gas explosions on Mars. Not many were still aware of it being fake, but everything changed when the news bulletin clearly stated that a meteor had fallen on New Jersey and killed around 15,000 people. Another news flash from the CBS corrected that the meteor was actually a cylindrical object, which contained unexplainable creatures from Mars and were armed with death ray guns. Within just a few hours, the police stations in the entire country received thousands of calls, forcing soldiers, doctors, and journalists to take their positions. If it sounds scary today, then imagine the picture that existed on that day. Number 5. Outrage in French Railway. In December of 1890, the wife of a wealthy Algerian businessman, Madame Marquette, was robbed of 7,000 francs while she was asleep. The incident happened on a French train from Monte Carlo to Toulon. As the French police decided to launch a serious manhunt, what they were missing was the actual description of the thief. At first, Madame Marquette claimed that she witnessed the thief, but failed to describe anything about him. This suspicious nature of Marquette convinced police to investigate her claim, and when they dug deeper, it was discovered that she was not robbed by any thief. In fact, the actual story behind the outrage began when Marquette went to Monte Carlo to collect some rent. While on her way back, she was influenced by a casino and lost all of her money in the bet. And to protect herself from her husband's anger, Madame Marquette made up the story that panicked millions of people. So, what are your views about these horrifying fake news stories? Do you think deepfake can spread more fake news than ever before? Tell us in the comment section below. And if you have any questions or even suggestions, feel free to mention them in the comment section also. We will surely respond to your request. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the like button if you really like the video. And if you want to know about other amazing stories, like the amazing story of the Haka dance, then click on this link and head directly to this video. Thank you so much for watching.